First chapters are extremely important. And I work on my first chapters in every book that I write a lot. I don't think the original version of any first chapter that I've ever written has made it into the final product because whenever I start writing a book, I usually use chapter one as like a feeler chapter to figure out how to set up the world and to learn where it's going. But then when I finish the book, I always revisit chapter one and I always change it to fit the book better and to fit the character's origin better. And I want to use my first book, Aiko's Dive, as an example, or my debut novel, Aiko's Dive, as an example. This was the sixth book that I wrote. This book went through multiple iterations, but the first chapter specifically went through a ton of iterations because I really wanted to. I didn't want to just ease the reader into Aiko's world. I wanted to drop the reader into the harsh reality of everything Aiko is experiencing. And so chapter one is 12 pages long. It's not that long, but I ensure that the reader feels all of the feels. Sorry, my dog decided to Kool-Aid Man into the room. But what I was saying is that I make sure that the reader feels all of the feels in the first 12 pages of this book. And the emotional ramifications of the first 12 pages in this book actually resonate not only through this book, but all the way through this sequel as well, to the point where the crux of the finale of the sequel actually calls all the way back to the first chapter of the first book. That's how important I think first chapters are, is they really not only need to carry the reader into the book, make them really interested in what's going on here, but can actually carry through to another book. And so that's what I've tried to do with my debut duology. I've tried to make sure that the first chapter pulls you in and that it actually carries you through the second book. This is a completed series. If you're interested, if that sounds interesting to you, you can read chapter one of each for free on my website because I want to make sure that you can know my writing style before you go out and commit to my books. But yeah, if you want a blockbuster chapter one, I would say check out my first book, Aiko's Dive, and let me know what your favorite first chapter is.